Hi guys, on to page 16, rectangles. Now, please know that you don't have to do every single one of these problems. I encourage you to, but if you do every single one of these problems on every single page, it's probably going to take you longer than 90 minutes. So kind of pick and choose what you need to do and what you kind of already know how to do. So we're going to talk about rectangles. Rectangles have 4 right angles. 1 pair of short sides that are parallel and congruent, 1 pair of long sides that are parallel and congruent, and then diagonals that not only bisect each other but are congruent. So the diagonals in a parallelogram, not congruent. Diagonals in a rectangle are congruent, and that's going to be kind of important. So we're going to start with our first question over here, and maybe I don't need to zoom in. We'll try. So if I know that my sides are congruent, that means that x plus 9 can equal 2x minus 3. So write that on a piece of paper. See if you can solve it. I'm going to subtract x from both sides. If I move my x's to the right, I get 1x. That means I can add my numbers to the other side. And I'm doing this just to kind of save some room. So x is going to equal 12. In problem number 2, I know that rectangles have right angles. So if this is a right angle, these 2 angles should be what we call complementary. They should add up to 100 or to 90 degrees. So I can write 6x minus 1 plus 55 equals 100. Oops. Let's try that again. 90 degrees, right? So 6x minus 1 plus 55 equals 90. See, even math teachers can make mistakes. I combine my like terms. 6x plus 54 equals 90. Subtract the 54 from both sides. Subtract the 54. And 6x equals 36. 36, and then I divide by 6, and I divide by 6, and x equals 6. So up here for number 2, x equaled 6 because my right angle, and over here I think x equaled 12, right? I'm going to erase everything again so we can see 3. There's a couple of different ways here. So I know all of my right angles equal 90 degrees. I can either say 12x equals 90, or 9x plus 22.5 equals 90. Or I can say, because they're both equal, that 12x equals 9x plus 22.5. Any of those 3 equations, 12x equals 90, 9x plus 22.5 equals 90, or 12x equals 9x plus 22.5. All of those are going to give you the same answer. So I'm going to solve this one. If I divide by 12 and I divide by 12, 90 divided by 12, and honestly, I'm going to reach for my calculator because I've had a long day. Feel free to do the same. That's going to be 7.5. 7.5 for number 3. Okay, so either one angle equals 90, the other angle equals 90, or they both equal each other. On to problem number 4. Problem number 4 says WY equals 40. So we know the diagonals should equal the same thing. So this diagonal is 40, and then ZX, Z to X is 4R plus 12. So I should be able to equal those 2 things because the diagonals are congruent. So if I say 4R plus 12 equals 40, I can subtract 12 from both sides. And then I get 4R equals 28. And then we divide by, that's a 4. And R equals 7. If you're not sure, you can always, or maybe you already did this and didn't even watch the video, I will never know. You can always look over here. So number 1 was 12, number 2 was 6, number 3 was 7.5, and number 4 was 7. Go on to the next one. In the next slide, what I'd like for you to do is compare the rectangle, and the parallelogram. What's the same and what's different about them? Watch the video after you've told me what's similar and different and see if we come up with the same stuff. All right, see you in a minute.